Hi, I'm Scott, a customer service representative at SoundPillow, and I'm here to familiarize you with the SoundPillow sleep system, show you what's included in the package, review how easy it is to use, provide you with a few helpful hints in advance, and even answer some of the more frequently asked questions. So come on, let's get started. So, what will you receive if you participate in the SoundPillow sleep system review? You'll receive a comfortable, hypoallergenic pillow that really is squishy with a set of 2 stereo speakers built deep inside that, as you can see, are very unobtrusive, and no, the user will not feel them and you won't hurt the speakers. The pillow also includes a 6.5 to 7 foot cord that is used to plug into the MP3 player. The MP3 player is preloaded with the 18 organic nature sounds, hypnotic music, the hypnotic music layered with the organic nature sounds, as well as the pink, blue, and white noise files. As the player is rechargeable, you'll also receive a USB cord that will allow you to recharge the MP3 player from any USB port in a computer, or if you prefer, there's a wall adapter as well. Of course, parents, always be the individuals who recharge the MP3 player. And as you would expect, there's a manual. The manual will cover the easy operation from beginning to end. However, to make it even easier for you to set up, we'll include a quick start guide with 4 very simple steps to get you started. It really is that easy. Now let's review how easy it is to use the MP3 player. Once the SoundPillow is connected to the MP3 player, simply turn on the player at the bottom switch, and you'll notice the SoundPillow sleep system logo with a few blue concentric lines, and then it will go to the music screen. Once at the music screen, simply press the E for Enter button, and now the SoundPillow sleep system is playing. Now that the player is playing, there are 2 stereo speakers built deep within the pillow. One of the speakers is on the right side of the pillow, the other is on the left side of the pillow, and that's actually where the sound will be emitted from what's being played on the MP3 player. So let's go over a couple of the very easy operations of the SoundPillow sleep system. There are 2 volume controls on the system. The first is on the player itself. The plus button, as you would expect, increases volume. The minus button will decrease the volume. However, in the middle of the night, if the individual utilizing the system decides they want to turn the volume down, simply utilize the inline volume control built right into the cord that connects the MP3 player to the pillow and dial the volume towards the pillow to increase volume or away from the pillow to decrease volume. And this allows the volume to be changed without lighting up this screen in the middle of the night. So now that the participant is laying in the pillow and enjoying, hopefully, the sound that they're listening to, but what if they're not and you want to switch to the next track? Well, if you remember back in the day of cassettes, DVDs, or even 8-track tapes if mom and dad are old enough, we utilized the same symbols: forward, back, and in the center, play and pause. And again, they're the exact same symbols that you would have been used to seeing from cassette players, CDs, even the current DVDs. Now, there's also something else that's important to remember. These tracks have slow fade-ins and slow fade-outs. And that's because we don't want to disturb the participant in the middle of the night when the track stops and starts over again. Each player will be sent out to repeat the same track the participant falls asleep to. So whatever they're listening to when they fall asleep, that is the track that's going to repeat all night long. And something else that's important to know: not only will the player run from 8 to 20 hours on a single charge, depending on the volume levels that they're listening to, the screen will go dark after 1 minute. And the reason the screen goes dark after that 1 minute is that we don't want to have any ambient light in the room to distract the user in the middle of the night. Because even though this was a very small screen, it's awfully bright at 2 a.m. And as you can see, at this point, it has gone dark, but yet the sleep system is still playing. And believe it or not, the SoundPillow sleep system really can be heard. Check this out. And it's soft enough that it really should not disturb a roommate. Say there's a couple of siblings in the room. It's a very intimate experience and should not bother the other individual in the room. However, again, there are two ways to run the volume control. So if the volume is just a little bit too loud, simply dial it down utilizing that inline volume control or utilizing the minus button on the MP3 player. So now that we've addressed just how the system works, let's go into some of the more frequently asked questions. One is, can I use the SoundPillow with another device? And although the answer is technically yes, please do not use any other listening device or content until after your 8-week review. And this is really important because we want to be sure that the content that we've loaded works or doesn't. But once the system is yours, then absolutely. Please feel free to utilize a different device because the headphone jack is a standard headphone jack and it will fit into iPhones, iPads, and other personal listening devices. So, what if the sound is muffled? Well, the speakers are unidirectional. That means that they face one way and that the sound comes out of one side. So if for any reason the sound is a little muffled, simply flip over your SoundPillow and it should become much louder. So, another frequently asked question is, how do I keep my SoundPillow clean? Well, number one, utilize a pillowcase. As you can see, we're using our pillowcase for the purposes of this demonstration, but it's recommended that you use a pillowcase that is comfortable and familiar with the individual who will be sleeping on the system. Make sure that you use a mother-approved soap or cleaner to lightly dampen with a cloth or sponge to wipe the pillow down to help keep it clean. Now, it's very important, I cannot stress this enough, do not put the SoundPillow or the MP3 player in a washing machine. There are electronics, although they're perfectly safe, they do not provide heat, they're still electronics. So just like a set of earbuds, you wouldn't put them in a washing machine. Oh, and finally, I know this might sound a little funny, but it's true, do not use your SoundPillow in a pillow fight. Please, just use it for sleeping. So, what happens if there's a problem with the player? It's electronics. It happens. Just like your computer at home or computer in the office, there's a little computer inside the MP3 player. So, if it locks up or glitches, simply turn off the player, wait for just a moment, turn the player back on, and that will reset any standard issues that you would have. However, we want to make this as easy for you as possible. So if you have any questions regarding the operation of the system or addressing any issues you may have, please contact the information here on the screen and someone will get back with you as quickly as possible. So I'd like to reiterate the number one question that we are asked, and that is, can I feel the speakers while I'm laying on the pillow? The answer is no. The speakers were designed to have a slight curve to them, so think of them as almost a little speed bump in the road because our ears are quite squishy, so the material between the ear and the speaker is enough to buffer the feeling of the speakers from within the pillow. And again, you can squish it, you can fold it, you can fluff it. You're not going to hurt the speakers. Because I'm going to tell you this, a system where the speakers would impede the sleeper is not a system that we wanted to create. We want this to be as comfortable for the user as possible, so I assure you, the speakers are unobtrusive and should not be felt during the night. And thanks again for giving us your time today. We really hope that you will consider participating in this ASD sleep study. If you have any questions, please contact the information on the screen and someone will be happy to answer your questions. And once again, thank you so much for your time and thank you for your consideration.